If you're over the age of 60, you should eat 4 nuts and avoid the other 4. Did you realize that the simple act of eating raw almonds can silently ruin your heart, memory, and possibly reduce your lifespan? Most people believe that nuts are all superfoods, but for seniors, this is simply not the case, and the difference might be life or death. Here is the frightening truth. Nearly 99% of seniors are unaware that particular nuts can raise their cholesterol by more than 40%, increase their risk of heart attack by up to 29%, and even make their joints hurt more just because of what's inside. Even more scary, a large study published in the Journal of Nutrition discovered that consuming raw nuts on a daily basis after the age of 60 may increase your risk of abrupt cardiac events by up to 21%. Now, before you dismiss this as just another round of scare tactics or internet rumors, let me clarify. Everything you're going to hear is based on real scientific research, published studies, and clinical data. This isn't hearsay or hype. These are facts you can trust, and knowing them may help you avoid some of the most serious health concerns that seniors face today. In this video, we'll show you which 4 nuts you should consume and which you should avoid at all costs. Wait until you hear about the number 1 nut. Almost no one realizes it's this harmful, although it's found in most healthy nut blends. Before we begin, please let us know where you're watching from, how old you are, and which nuts you eat regularly or avoid. We read and respond to every single comment. If you find this content helpful, please like the video and subscribe to Man After 70 and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any practical health tips made for your age. Now, let's look at the startling truth about nuts for seniors, beginning with the must-eat nuts that can practically add years to your lifespan. Number 4. Pecans. Pecans are commonly thought of as a dessert topping or the major ingredient in a pie, but they are actually one of nature's best-kept secrets for life and illness prevention, particularly for adults over the age of 60. What distinguishes pecans is not simply their rich, buttery flavor. It's the unique combination of plant sterols, vitamin E, and an army of antioxidants that surpasses what's found in most other nuts. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Nutrients discovered that older persons who ate only a tiny handful of pecans every day reduced their chance of dying from heart disease by up to 29%, a stunning figure comparable to several treatments. Pecans include flavonoids, a type of antioxidant that not only reduces inflammation in your arteries, but also helps heal the thin lining of your blood vessels. Consider sending in a repair crew to patch up cracks and maintain the blood flowing properly. This significantly reduces the chance of blood clots, heart attacks, and even strokes. Furthermore, pecans have a very low glycemic index, which means they barely boost blood sugar levels, making them an ideal snack for anyone with diabetes or prediabetes, which includes nearly 2 out of every 3 seniors in the United States. Pecans are also high in good fats, which helps you feel full and satisfied, which can aid with weight control. If you're weary of bland snacks, try adding nuts to your morning oatmeal or yogurt, or combine them with homemade granola. To add a savory twist, mix them with smoked paprika and olive oil before roasting in the oven until golden and fragrant. Every bite feels delicious, but you're actually defending your arteries, strengthening your immune system, and even keeping your skin looking healthier and younger. Number 3. Walnuts. There's a reason walnuts resemble miniature brains. It appears that they are quite beneficial to senior cognitive health. These wrinkled powerhouses have the highest concentration of DHA, omega-3 fatty acids, of any nut, and DHA is essentially brain fuel for seniors. Your brain is approximately 60% fat, and it requires the appropriate type of fat to function effectively. As we get older, our brains literally shrink, losing roughly 5% of their weight every decade beyond 40. Walnuts' omega-3s help prevent shrinkage by keeping brain cell membranes flexible, allowing nutrients and waste to flow in and out more efficiently. UCLA researchers discovered that senior citizens who ate walnuts on a regular basis performed much better on cognitive tests, regardless of age, gender, or cultural background. The answer lies in walnuts' capacity to lower brain inflammation, which is now recognized as a major contributor to age-related cognitive decline and dementia. These omega-3s act like miniature firefighters in your brain, extinguishing the inflammatory fires that can cause memory loss and confusion. However, walnuts' benefits extend beyond brain health. They contain pedunculogen, a substance that your gut bacteria convert into rolithins, chemicals that assist your muscles maintain strength as you age. This is critical because beyond age 60, we lose approximately 3% of our muscle mass per year, a disease known as sarcopenia, which causes weakness, falls, and loss of independence. Walnuts provide excellent sleep advantages for elders. They are one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the sleep-regulating hormone. Because melatonin production normally diminishes with age, many seniors experience insomnia or poor sleep quality. Eating a modest handful of walnuts approximately an hour before bed will help you fall asleep faster and have better quality sleep. To reap the most advantages, slice them up and sprinkle them over your morning yogurt or add them to a spinach salad with a dab of olive oil. If you are sensitive to bitterness, just toasting them in a dry pan for a few minutes can produce a nutty, almost buttery flavor that is extremely gratifying without any extra salt or sugar. For elderly who have difficulty with chewing, you can soak walnuts overnight to soften them. Number 2. Almonds. Almonds are one of the world's most popular nuts and a great powerhouse for seniors who want to be active and self-sufficient. They are loaded with vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that functions as a sunscreen for your cells. This potent antioxidant targets your skin, eyes, and immune system, the three regions that commonly display the most visible signs of aging. According to studies, seniors who consume more vitamin E had a 25% decreased risk of getting age-related macular degeneration, which is the major cause of blindness in older persons. Almonds include vitamin E, which helps maintain the integrity of your cell membranes, keeping your cells younger and more resilient. Eating only a small handful of almonds provides around 48% of your daily vitamin E requirements. Plus, it comes in a natural, easy-to-absorb form, rather than a pill or manufactured supplement. But wait, there's more. What actually distinguishes almonds for seniors is their effect on blood sugar regulation. The mix of healthy fats, protein, and fiber offers an ideal environment for blood sugar stability. When you eat almonds, the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream slows down, reducing dangerous spikes and crashes that grow more common and damaging as we age. A study of seniors with prediabetes discovered that eating almonds every day improved insulin sensitivity by 20% in just 4 months. This blood sugar control extends to weight management. Despite eating high in calories, almonds can help seniors maintain a healthy weight because their protein and fiber content keeps you feeling fuller for longer, lowering overall calorie intake throughout the day. Almonds are also beneficial for your bones. They are one of the few nuts that have high levels of calcium and magnesium, two nutrients that help keep your bones strong and avoid osteoporosis. For a snack that actually fills you full, try roasting raw almonds in the oven with cinnamon and a pinch of sea salt. Or, if your teeth aren't what they used to be, almond butter is a creamy, delightful way to reap all of the benefits. Simply spread it on whole grain toast or apple slices for a breakfast or snack that benefits your health on all levels. Number 1. Pistachios. Pistachios take the top spot on our must-eat list because they provide a unique set of advantages that precisely address the most significant health concerns for seniors. These green beauties have the greatest potassium content of any nut, with 291 mg per ounce, which is essential for blood pressure management. High blood pressure affects over 70% of persons over the age of 60, and it is known as the silent killer because it destroys the arteries without causing any symptoms. The potassium in pistachios acts as a natural pressure release valve for your blood vessels, counteracting the effects of sodium and allowing your arteries to relax. The true benefit of pistachios for seniors, however, is their particular antioxidant profile. They are the only nut that includes large concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants present in the eyes. These molecules collect in your retina and function as internal sunglasses, shielding your eyes from harmful blue light and oxidative damage. This security is especially important for seniors who spend a lot of time on computers and phones. According to studies, persons who ingest a lot of lutein and zeaxanthin are 40% less likely to develop cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. Pistachios have outstanding protein quality, as they contain all 9 necessary amino acids in quantities that make them a complete protein source. This is uncommon in plant meals, and especially crucial for elderly who may struggle to obtain enough quality protein. As we become older, our bodies become less effective in using protein, requiring up to 50% more than younger folks to maintain muscle mass. Pistachios contain amino acids that are easily absorbed and utilized by aging bodies, helping to maintain muscle strength, immunological function, and wound healing. Furthermore, pistachios have the lowest calorie count among nuts, while yet offering significant nutrients, making them ideal for seniors who require nutrient density without excessive calories. Their natural portion control is also built in, as cracking open each shell naturally slows intake, allowing your brain to detect fullness and prevents overeating. So, these were the finest 4 nuts to eat after 60. Now let us expose the 4 nuts that every senior should avoid at all costs. Number 4. Macadamia nuts. At first appearance, macadamia nuts may appear harmless. They're elegant and delectable, appearing in everything from expensive trail mixes to high-end biscuits. But there's a secret threat. Macadamia nuts are among the most fat nuts available, accounting for 75% of their calories as pure fat. While they do include some good monounsaturated fats, the concern is how they interact with aging bodies, particularly when consumed in excess. Macadamias are also high in palmitic acid, a form of saturated fat that has been related to higher LDL cholesterol levels, which block arteries and increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Seniors are already more susceptible to cholesterol buildup since their arteries gradually stiffen with age, making any excess cholesterol from diets much more hazardous. Furthermore, macadamias are frequently sold roasted in oil or wrapped in chocolate, which adds to their already high fat and sugar content. This combination can cause blood to thicken and stickier, raising the chance of clots, which are a hidden concern for anybody over 60. High saturated fat consumption has also been proven in studies to cause quiet inflammation in the body, which can exacerbate joint discomfort, memory impairments, and even skin problems over time. While eating a few macadamia nuts on occasion isn't a big deal, making them a regular part of your snack routine might slowly erode your cardiovascular health, especially when there are so many better nut options available. If you're yearning something creamy and rich, try pecans or walnuts, which provide a delicious texture without raising your cholesterol. Cashews rank third. Cashews are another nut that frequently misleads people into believing they are a healthy choice, but for seniors, they pose substantial hazards that are rarely discussed. One of the most serious difficulties with cashews is their extremely high oxalate level. Oxalates are natural plant compounds that, in big quantities, can accumulate in your kidneys and form stones, hard, painful clumps that can obstruct urine flow and potentially cause infections. Seniors are already at a higher risk for kidney stones due to natural renal changes and dehydration, so adding extra oxalates from cashews can quietly boost your risk even more. But that is not all. Cashews are unexpectedly high in carbohydrates when compared to other nuts, and those carbs can cause blood sugar to surge more than expected, especially when consumed alone or in big quantities. For persons over the age of 60, who are more likely to have diabetes or prediabetes, blood sugar swings can cause severe lows and highs, lethargy, and brain fog. Many firms also roast their cashews in low-cost vegetable oils rich in harmful omega-6 fats. Too many of these fats can aggravate joint discomfort, contribute to chronic inflammation, and even impair your body's natural healing ability. For people with high blood pressure, cashews are frequently excessively salted, and the sodium can subtly raise your blood pressure, increasing your risk of stroke or heart attack. Even unsalted cashews can pose a hidden risk to persons with kidney or cardiac problems, so they should be used sparingly, if at all, especially when there are safer, more nutritious nut options available. Number 2. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are frequently commended as a source of selenium, a mineral that your body requires in trace levels to maintain thyroid function and a robust immune system. Here is the problem. Brazil nuts contain more than just a little selenium. They contain more than 100 times the daily recommended quantity in a single serving, and often over 500% of what your body requires. Seniors are especially sensitive to selenium overload because as we age, our kidneys and liver become less efficient at processing extra minerals, making hazardous buildup more likely. Chronic selenium toxicity, known as selenosis, does not present itself immediately. It begins with subtle symptoms such as persistent fatigue, hair loss, nausea, joint discomfort, and even memory issues. Symptoms that are simple to attribute to aging, but may actually indicate that your body is being poisoned. You could assume that you only eat a few at a time, but the figures are staggering. Only 2 Brazil nuts can give your entire day's worth of selenium, and eating more than 4 or 5 per day on a regular basis is regarded potentially dangerous for most adults, particularly seniors. Another surprising truth about Brazil nuts is the amount of radiation they contain. Brazil nut trees absorb radium from the soil, making their nuts up to 1,000 times more radioactive than other meals. While the levels are not immediately harmful, regular consumption causes radium to accumulate in your bones, replacing calcium. For elderly who already have osteoporosis or low bone density, radioactive buildup accelerates bone degradation and raises the risk of fracture. Studies have indicated that those who eat Brazil nuts on a daily basis have measurable increases in radiation exposure, which no senior should risk given their increased cancer susceptibility with age. Number 1. Peanuts. Peanuts are at the top of our hazard list since they are not even actual nuts. Their legumes have a biochemical peculiarity that makes them particularly toxic to elders. Peanuts have some of the highest levels of aflatoxins among all foods. These are carcinogenic chemicals created by mold that grows on peanuts during storage. While younger persons can usually detoxify modest levels of aflatoxins, seniors' liver function deteriorates with age, making them significantly more vulnerable to aflatoxin buildup. Long-term exposure to aflatoxins, even in little doses, dramatically raises the risk of developing liver cancer, and the risk multiplies if you have any pre-existing liver issues or drink alcohol frequently. According to studies, seniors who consume peanuts on a regular basis have up to 60% greater levels of aflatoxin biomarkers in their blood than those who avoid them. Peanuts cause a severe inflammatory response in older persons. Peanuts contain numerous inflammatory chemicals, including lectins and omega-6 fatty acids in hazardous ratios. For seniors whose baseline inflammation levels are already high due to aging, a condition known as inflammation, including peanuts in their diet, is like pouring gasoline on a fire. This inflammation not only causes joint pain and stiffness, but it also accelerates other aspects of aging, including cognitive decline and cardiovascular disease. Research has indicated that seniors who exclude peanuts from their diet see significant reductions in inflammatory indicators such as C-reactive protein and interleukin-6 within 4 weeks. The most harmful element of peanuts for seniors is their allergen profile, which can interfere with medications. Peanut allergies can occur at any age, and while new-onset peanut allergies in seniors are becoming more common, they sometimes go misdiagnosed due to modest symptoms that mirror other age-related illnesses. These reactions can include digestive disorders, skin problems, difficulty breathing, and anaphylaxis. Even more troubling, peanuts interact with a variety of drugs often provided to seniors, including blood thinners, AC inhibitors, and certain antidepressants. Peanut proteins can attach to certain medications in your digestive tract, limiting their effectiveness and perhaps leading to serious health repercussions. For seniors who take various drugs, which accounts for over 90% of persons over the age of 65, the addition of peanuts presents an unpredictable and potentially life-threatening scenario. Peanuts are the absolute worst choice for anyone over the age of 60 due to their aflatoxin exposure, inflammatory reaction, allergy risk, and medication interaction. So, as you can see, not all nuts are made equal, particularly when it comes to senior health. Consider how these modest decisions build up. Every handful of nuts represents a decision for your future. We would love to hear from you now. Have you noticed any improvements in your health since changing your nut choices? Were you surprised by any of the nuts that were previously overlooked? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. We truly enjoy reading them. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to Man After 70, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more practical health content made just for you.